That's out to center field. Pages moving under this one. And there's one down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Hernandez drop step going back. And that one's gone. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept the shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. We see the power and the authority. And unfortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
One down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Check swing called strike. Strike one.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. And there's a fly ball deep right field, and that one is off the wall. And in there with a double off the wall.
All over that one right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Whoa, that's down.
In the dirt, blocked. Freeman leads off second with one gone in the inning. Fought off foul. And that's
Ball
downstairs. Ball two.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to
Ball
offer
three.
at it.
In the dirt. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Runner at third, 2 away. That one ripped. And that's the third out. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike one. The last now, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer.
Ball two.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Liner caught it second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Mookie Betts in now, takes ball one off the plate. Right back to him on the mound. Sends it to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. There's Freddie Freeman now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Outman measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. That finds the mark on the inside corner. And that one is downstairs, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's
Ball
off the
2.
mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Going back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. Caught in between, trying for third now. And they tag him out. And here is Michael Conforto. That one finds the zone. 0-1. In the air, left field. Hernandez ranging after it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. And there's a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Squirts away a little bit. Edman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, and the inning is over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That's in there.
0-1.
It's 0-1.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff man retired here in the second. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Glasnow, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Edman gets it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Here's Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Glasnow ready and deals. In there at the knees. And it's 1-2.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Outside low, and that's ball 3. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
And now it's 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Check swing. Now an appeal to 3rd. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So leadoff walk. So a man aboard. And here's Freddie Freeman.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Center field. Pages makes the grab, 1 down. The relay back to first, and they got him. Double play. Muncy digs in. Grounded out his first time. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a ball.
And that's way high. And it's 2-1. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. And we're back. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Glass now back to work. Right through there for a strike. Edman. And they get Edman for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So up next, Andy Pages. On the ground right side, Edman. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that's in there at the knees.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. 2 outs, base is empty. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And now the center fielder, James Outman. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
1 down, base is empty. Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Will Smith to the plate. Oh, nice First play to first. In time. Got him. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Mookie Betts. Zips it to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Outman snags it for the second out. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time up. Just off the inside edge.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that
Takes a tumble and hangs on. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the fifth inning. Michael Conforto will climb in. Ball 1, no strikes. Conforto, a former All-Star, 32 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball 3.
That one misses.
Nope,
so a leadoff walk. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Ball.
And that's way high. And 1-1.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Line drive. And there's one away. Now a long throw to first. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning. Not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good pitch hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Now a chance for Shohei Ohtani. Conforto at second. Betts over at first with one away. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base.
And that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. One run is in. Hernandez quickly throws it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. So 2 in scoring position, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So they're all loaded up. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. And that's through there for a strike.
0-1.
0-1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. Muncy hits one in the air. Pages sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores. And now Teoscar Hernandez. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. One run across. Here comes Freddie around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And a foul ball.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And a 1-2.
That's a ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 5th. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 8-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 78. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Stepping in, Will Smith. First pitch misses. And the slider just misses. Out to short. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Michael Conforto. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Outman puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit. Will Smith doubled his first time. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. And they get the out on Smith. Two outs, base is empty. Here comes Max Muncy. First pitch, and he just misses. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That clips the corner.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that skips in the dirt. Absolutely frozen with a backdoor slider for strike. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Michael Conforto. Just missed. Foul ball.
Nope.
That
That's
one
ball
missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one
That's ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff walk.
Pretty
No,
easy
dude.
walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Tommy.
So a man at
Edman.
first. Tommy Edman digs in now. Tries to
got?
check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Misses
Nope,
again.
that's a ball.
5 in a row.
Hey!
And that one hammered. Pajes makes his way towards it. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Here's Betts, 1 for 3. Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's out.
outside, and it's 1-0. And
Nope,
another ball.
outside.
The Dodgers threatening. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't
Ball,
get the
that's
barrel
low.
to it and hit it to the outfield.
Down the left field line, should be extra bases. 1 runs in, a second scores as well, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Relay throw, and he's out. Now the number 2 hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And that one is inside. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
To first, and they get Ohtani for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes in position. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. Glasnow back to work. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Muncy. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Andy Pajes, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Conforto towards the line. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
No strikes.
And another ball.
That's inside.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He was all over that one. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Just missed. Nabs it, and that is that.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
10-zip your final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.